You look like a damn stud. Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name is Casey. I'm so happy to have you here today. Today, I'm going to be sharing with you my Copacetic Monthly for the month of January. If you are new to the Copacetic Monthly, I recommend you go check out my very first Copacetic Monthly unbagging video. However, in short, the Copacetic Monthly is $12 a month, and with that you get one pressed eyeshadow, one mini lip product, one mini nail polish, and a mystery item. As always, there'll be timestamps in the description box below. We are first going to go over the theme of the box this month, which I'm so excited for. And I will get into all of the products I received, and then we'll wrap things up. I'll share my favorite product I received this month, and then probably a blooper reel, as usual.
Oh no, it was coming up again. Word vomit.
The theme this month was That's So Fetch, inspired by the movie Mean Girls.
That is so fetch. Gretchen, stop trying to make fetch happen. It's not going to happen.
When I tell you that I've been so excited to film this and to receive this month's box,
I can't even explain it.
When I first saw the theme released back in December, I started pre-planning my editing. I went ahead and purchased this special t-shirt. Mean Girls was just such an iconic film of my time, and I'm the type of person that I would much rather rewatch the same TV shows over and over again, the same movies
Over and over again.
I'm sure it drives my boyfriend nuts, and I remember Mean Girls being one of those movies that I watched over and over and over again. In preparation for this video, of course, I had to rewatch Mean Girls, and it was just as good as I remember. I think my favorite character has got to be Damien.
Hey, get out of here!
Oh my god, Danny DeVito, I love your work!
So being there's no collaborator this month, I did go ahead and I found some trivia for us.
Yes!
Firstly, Mean Girls was released in 2004, making the movie 18 years old. Let's just take a moment to let that sink in. Lindsay Lohan had originally auditioned for the role of Regina George. Mark Waters, the director of the film, said she had the right aggressive testosterone-laden energy to be the queen of the plastics. But they couldn't find an actress who was capable of facing off against her as Katie. Also, the movie Freaky Friday starring Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee Curtis had been released the previous year in 2003, and they were nervous the audience wouldn't be able to connect with her being the villain, so she was cast as Katie instead.
You have a Catty hair in here?
It's Katie.
According to a 2014 interview with Entertainment Weekly, Tina Fey confirmed that there was once talks of a Mean Girls sequel, and she said she regretted shooting it down. She said at the time she was against it, but 10 years later said there was no reason it couldn't have worked. I don't know how I feel about there being a Mean Girls sequel. I think I like the idea of it more than I would actually like it. Tim Meadows, who played the role of Principal Duval, his hand was actually broken, which is why he wore a cast in the movie. He broke it the week before shooting started, and they created the carpal tunnel backstory as a cover. This next one is quite interesting. Just like her character Karen, Amanda Seyfried really can stick her whole fist in her mouth, as demonstrated during a Mean Girls themed quiz with Radio Times.
And Karen claimed she had two talents. One was telling the weather with her breath, but what was the other?
Stick my fist in my mouth.
Can you actually do that? Yes. Very good.
How do you even discover that skill?
That's why her hair is so big, it's full of secrets.
In the scene where Regina's mom is holding their dog and the dog is biting at her nipples,
What has everybody been up to? What is the hot gossip? Tell me everything. What are you guys listening to? What's the cool jams?
Mom, could you go fix your hair?
Okay. You girls keep me young. Oh, I love you so much.
they actually use little cocktail weenies to get the dog to do that. Behind the scenes secrets. Lastly, Lindsay Lohan had over 50 costume changes throughout the movie. It was estimated she had about 59 different outfits throughout the film, whereas the other girls had around 30. Rewatching that movie the other night really took me back to that time. The low-rise jeans and the crop top shirts, the mini skirts and the track suits. Fun fact about me, I was voted most fashionable when I was in high school. All right, so let's get into the products. First up, the nail polish I chose this month is the shade On Wednesdays We Wear Pink.
On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
It is described as a baby pink base with blue aurora. Aura? Or aurora? That word always gets me. and opal glitter shapes. And just because this month's theme was so fun, I have to tell you the other polished names. The other one was the shade Burn Book and You Can't Sit With Us, which, shout out to my shirt.
You can't sit with us!
I did put this on my nails yesterday. There's something about this that's making me so happy. It's cute, and it's pretty, and it's sparkly, and it's pink. We are in the depths of winter here in Minnesota, and every time I look at my nails, I just get spring vibes. It just makes me happy. I like this. I do like it alone. I think it makes for a fun topper as well. I have a hard time resisting sparkle in any form, so of course I like this. Next, the lip product I chose this month. This is the shade Is Butter a Carb? And it is a butter rum flavored golden sheen lip gloss. The other lip option this month was the shade Get In Loser, and it was a liquid lip. It's been a while since I've chosen one of Copacetic's scented glosses. And if you remember, one of my favorite things about their glosses is the smell. It's so good.
Once it hits your lips, it's so good.
Go ahead and apply some. I can't tell if I'm tasting or if I'm just smelling the deliciousness. Either way, it does not disappoint. I don't know if the camera's picking it up, but my lips do have a very, very pretty glossy golden sheen. I love it. I love lip toppers. I love lip glosses. I love their scented lip glosses especially. So definitely foresee myself getting a lot of use out of this one. So the eyeshadow I chose this month is the shade You Think You're Really Pretty.
Thank you. So you agree? What? You think you're really pretty?
It's described as a golden pressed flaky with a pink base. There were a total of 4 eyeshadows released this month. They can all 4 be purchased in the So Fetch quad. The other shade names are I Have ESPN or Something, Victimized by Regina George, and She Doesn't Even Go Here.
Doesn't even go here. Doesn't even go here.
Damien. So this shade is one of their pressed flakies, one of my personal favorite Copacetic eyeshadow formulas. The description says it has a light pink base, which personally I'm not really seeing. Maybe a very, very light, like light opaly pink base, but I don't think it's enough to be visible on the eye, especially if you're wearing it as a topper. It actually reminds me a lot of my favorite pressed flaky, the shade How Wooed. It's like this is How Wooed's little sister. It's just not quite as flaky and eye-catching in my opinion, but she's on her way, you know what I mean? Beautiful nonetheless. Like I said, How Wooed is my favorite flaky, one of my favorite go-to eye toppers. So I foresee this one being one that I'll use very often as well. Lastly, the mystery item I received this month was one of their Glow From Within highlighters. This is the shade Gretchen. It's described as an ultra shimmery baby pink. The other mystery item that went out this month was a shimmery body spray. Its name is Your Face Smells Like Peppermint, which is available on the Copacetic website right now, as well as all of the other products I'm talking about today. So this I did use on my eyes today. I applied some on my inner corner, as well as a little bit on the center of my lid. I received one of their Glow From Within highlighters last month as well, and I really, really like it. I love highlighters that have that colored glow to it, more of that ethereal looking type highlighter. So I think if you are like me and you also love the highlighters with that color shift to it, I think you'd really enjoy their Glow From Within highlighters. They are a little bit flaky, as you'll see in the close-up clip I'll insert here, but I don't feel that it looks flaky once it's on my skin. I'll usually apply it with my small tapered highlight brush, and then I'll take either my wet beauty sponge or my blocking sponge and just really press it into my skin, and it softens it out, and the way the light reflects off that colored base really gives you this pretty ethereal like glow. I do have a few other pinky tone highlighters in my collection. However, this one is quite unique because it doesn't have that white base to it, that white base with that pink shift. It's just baby pink. I think it'd be really cute as a blush topper, especially come springtime, and I definitely see myself using this a lot on my eyes. This highlighter actually reminds me a lot of one of my other favorite Copacetic shadows, the shade Cyanide. It's just a very light iridescent shade with this reddish pinkish undertone. I purchased it specifically for using on my inner corner. Cyanide is just a little bit lighter, a little bit more subtle. That wraps up my Copacetic Cutie for the month of January. I think my favorite product is the highlighter. With it being winter, I've been wearing a lot more cool tones. So seeing this and wearing pink on my eyes today just is making me so excited for spring and summer and warm tones and these bright pops of color. I just think I'm gonna have so much fun with this. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What did you think of this month's collection? Were you a Mean Girls fan? Would you have loved to see a Mean Girls sequel?
I'm sick.
Let me know, did you also grow up in the early 2000s and the movie Mean Girls will always have a special place in your heart?
My milkshake brings
All of the products I talked about today are available on the Copacetic website. I will have links for all of the specific products I shared with you today in the description box below, as well as a link to the Copacetic monthly sign up. I want to thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Thank you for watching. I hope you hit the subscribe buttons and come back next time. And until next time, I hope you have the most fetch day. Definitely didn't use that right.
Not like a regular mom. I'm a cool mom.
I hope you have the most wonderful day. My very first Copacetic monthly unbagging video to share. In that video, I go into detail about who Copacetic... In that video, I share... In that video, I do the same intro every single Copacetic monthly video. And I still struggle with it every time. Every time. I'm sure it drives my boyfriends a little... My boyfriends. Boyfriend, singular. I'm sure it drives my boyfriends nuts. Boyfriends, what? So being there's no collaborator, that word trips me up every single video. Collaborator. Being there's no collaborator, it just doesn't roll off the tongue. Collaborator. Being there's no collaborator this it just sounds ridiculous. Being there's no collaborator this month.
Word vomit.
Being there's no collaborator. I think once more. According to a 2014 interview with... Couldn't read my handwriting. I love them Come here. Hi. Perfect timing. How are you? We just got back from the groomers right before I started filming. So Trace has got his hair cut. He's got his little Valentine bandana. You are looking so fetch.